If your blood sugar spikes at night, or you keep waking up with high glucose levels in the morning, what you eat before bed might be the hidden reason. Most people focus on what to eat during the day, but few realize that the real shift in glucose control can happen in the final hour before sleep. There is a specific type of bedtime snack for diabetics that can actually help lower blood sugar overnight. And the difference it makes is something many only discover after years of frustration. While your body prepares to rest, it is still actively managing glucose, hormones, and insulin sensitivity. And the wrong choice at night can quietly trigger blood sugar spikes at night, without any obvious signs. But here is something most people have never been told. The right combination of low glycemic foods before bed can support nighttime glucose control and help stabilize blood sugar at night in a way that feels almost effortless. This is especially powerful for those dealing with type 2 diabetes or trying to control diabetes naturally, because instead of fighting your body, you start working with it. In this video, you are going to discover what to eat before bed for blood sugar control, how to avoid the common mistake that keeps your levels high, and a simple shift you can apply tonight to start lowering your blood sugar overnight in a natural and consistent way. Many people feel frustrated because they follow what seems like the right path during the day, choosing healthy foods, avoiding sugar, and still dealing with blood sugar spikes at night or waking up with high glucose levels. This creates confusion and even doubt, because it feels like nothing is working. But what most don't realize is that the problem is not always what happens during the day. It's what happens in the final hours before sleep. Your body doesn't stop working when you go to bed. In fact, nighttime glucose control becomes even more sensitive, and small mistakes can have a bigger impact than expected. This is why so many people with type 2 diabetes struggle to lower blood sugar overnight, even when they believe they are doing everything right. There is also a hidden factor that few people talk about: the transition between your last meal and sleep. If this window is not managed correctly, your body may release extra glucose into the bloodstream, increasing the chances of blood sugar spikes at night. This is often connected to what is known as the dawn phenomenon, diabetes effect, where your body naturally raises glucose levels while you sleep. Without the right strategy, this becomes a cycle that repeats every night. But the good news is that understanding what to eat before bed for blood sugar and how to structure your evening habits can completely change this pattern. By making small, intentional adjustments, you can move from unpredictable glucose levels to a more stable blood sugar at night, giving your body the support it needs to regulate itself more efficiently. Most people underestimate one critical moment in their day: the last hour before sleep. This is where one of the biggest hidden habits affecting your blood sugar takes place. You might think that nighttime is a passive period, but in reality, your body becomes highly active in regulating hormones, glucose, and insulin sensitivity. If you've ever wondered why your blood sugar is high in the morning, even after a perfect day, the answer often begins here. During this window, your body is preparing for fasting, and if it doesn't receive the right signals, it may compensate by releasing more glucose into the bloodstream, leading to blood sugar spikes at night. This is deeply connected to nighttime glucose control and the way your metabolism shifts as you transition into sleep. What makes this even more powerful is something rarely discussed. Your body is more sensitive to food timing at night than during the day. That means what you eat before bed for blood sugar can either stabilize your levels or trigger a chain reaction that keeps them elevated for hours. Many people unknowingly choose foods that seem healthy but disrupt stable blood sugar at night, especially when they are not aligned with how the body works during this period. For those managing type 2 diabetes or trying to lower blood sugar overnight, naturally, understanding this moment is a game changer. Once you start aligning your habits with your body's natural rhythm, you stop fighting against your metabolism and begin supporting it in a way that promotes balance, consistency, and better long-term control. One of the most common mistakes people make before bed is either skipping food completely or choosing what seems like a light snack without thinking about how it affects blood sugar. At first glance, going to sleep without eating might feel like the safest option, especially if you're trying to avoid blood sugar spikes at night. But this can actually trigger the opposite effect. When your body senses a long fasting window without the right nutritional support, it may respond by releasing stored glucose into the bloodstream, increasing your levels while you sleep. This is one of the hidden reasons why many people struggle to lower blood sugar overnight and still wake up with high readings. On the other hand, choosing the wrong bedtime snack for diabetics, like foods high in refined carbs or even certain healthy options, can silently disrupt nighttime glucose control. Here's something rarely explained. The issue is not just what you eat, but how your body interprets that signal before sleep. Without the right balance, your system may shift into a state that promotes unstable blood sugar at night, especially for those managing type 2 diabetes or trying to control diabetes naturally. This creates a cycle where your body never fully stabilizes, even if your daytime habits are on point. But once you understand this hidden mistake, everything starts to change. And if this kind of insight is helping you see your routine in a new way, take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Health Insight MD, you're not alone in this journey. And being part of a community that is learning how to improve metabolic health step by step can make all the difference. While you sleep, your body is far from inactive. In fact, one of the most important processes related to blood sugar happens during the night. As you enter deeper stages of sleep, your body begins to regulate hormones that directly influence glucose levels, including insulin, cortisol, and growth hormone. This is where nighttime glucose control becomes critical. If your body is not properly supported before sleep, it may start releasing extra glucose into the bloodstream, leading to blood sugar spikes at night without you even noticing. This is one of the key reasons why many people wake up with high readings and wonder why blood sugar is high in the morning, even after eating well during the day. This process is often linked to the dawn phenomenon, diabetes effect, where your body naturally increases glucose production in the early hours. But here's something most people have never been told. The intensity of this effect can be influenced by what you eat before bed for blood sugar control. If your last meal or snack does not provide stability, your body may overcompensate during the night. On the other hand, choosing the right combination of low glycemic foods before bed can help create a more stable blood sugar at night, reducing sudden fluctuations. For those managing type 2 diabetes or trying to lower blood sugar overnight naturally, Understanding this internal process changes everything. Instead of reacting to high numbers in the morning, you begin to prevent them the night before. This shift in awareness allows you to work with your body's natural rhythm, supporting better metabolic balance and more consistent glucose levels over time. At this point, most people expect the solution to be complicated. But the truth is the opposite. The transition between your last meal and sleep is where everything can change. With a simple adjustment. Instead of guessing what to eat before bed, for blood sugar control, you need to understand one key principle. Your body is looking for stability, not stimulation. Many common nighttime choices, even those considered healthy, can overstimulate glucose release and disrupt nighttime glucose control. This is why people experience blood sugar spikes at night without realizing the cause. Here's something rarely discussed and highly effective. Combining the right nutrients before bed sends a calming signal to your metabolism. When you provide a balanced mix that includes protein, healthy fats, and low glycemic foods before bed, your body is less likely to release excess glucose during sleep. This helps create a more stable blood sugar at night and supports your system in maintaining balance naturally. For those dealing with type 2 diabetes or trying to lower blood sugar overnight, this shift is powerful because it doesn't rely on restriction, but on strategy. Another overlooked factor is timing. Eating too early or too close to bedtime can interfere with how your body processes glucose overnight. The ideal window allows your body to digest, while still benefiting from the stabilizing effect of the nutrients. When you align what you eat with when you eat, you create an environment where your body works with you instead of against you. This approach not only improves nighttime glucose control, but also reduces the chances of waking up with high levels, giving you a more predictable and balanced start to your day. Now that you understand how powerful the night window is, it's time to talk about what actually works. Not a random healthy snack, but a strategic combination designed to support nighttime glucose control. The goal here is simple. Give your body stability so it doesn't need to trigger blood sugar spikes at night. The most effective approach is combining protein, healthy fats, and low glycemic foods before bed. This combination slows down digestion, reduces sudden glucose release, and helps maintain stable blood sugar at night. For example, a small portion of Greek yogurt with a few nuts, or eggs with avocado, can act as a powerful bedtime snack for diabetics. These options don't overstimulate insulin, but instead create a gradual and controlled response that supports your metabolism while you sleep. Here's something most people have never been told. The texture and form of your food also matter. Liquid or highly processed foods are absorbed faster, increasing the risk of glucose fluctuations, while whole, minimally processed foods create a slower and more stable release. This makes a huge difference in how your body handles glucose overnight. If your goal is to lower blood sugar overnight, naturally, this is one of the simplest and most effective strategies you can apply starting today. It's not about eating more, it's about eating smarter at the right moment. When you consistently provide your body with the right signals before sleep, you reduce the chances of waking up with high levels and improve your overall metabolic balance without extreme changes. Now, you might be wondering why this specific combination works so well to lower blood sugar overnight. The answer lies in how your body processes nutrients during sleep. When you choose the right bedtime snack for diabetics, especially one built around protein, healthy fats, and low glycemic foods before bed. You are influencing how your body releases energy over several hours. Protein slows down digestion and helps prevent sudden glucose spikes, while healthy fats create a sustained release of energy, reducing the need for your body to produce excess glucose during the night. This directly supports nighttime glucose control and helps maintain stable blood sugar at night. But here's something that most people have never heard. When your body receives a steady supply of nutrients before sleep, it reduces the emergency response that often causes blood sugar spikes at night. Without that signal of stability, your body may assume it needs to compensate, especially during long fasting periods, leading to higher levels by morning. This is one of the hidden mechanisms behind why blood sugar is high in the morning and how the dawn phenomenon, diabetes effect, becomes more intense. By giving your body the right nutritional balance at the right time, you essentially guide it into a more controlled metabolic state. For people managing type 2 diabetes or trying to lower blood sugar overnight naturally, this creates a powerful shift. Instead of reacting to unpredictable glucose levels, your body begins to operate with more consistency. Over time, this not only improves your nighttime glucose control, but also supports better insulin sensitivity and overall metabolic health, all starting from a simple decision made before bed. At this point, there's one crucial mistake that silently destroys your nighttime glucose control, and almost no one talks about it. Even if you choose the right bedtime snack for diabetics, the timing can completely change the outcome. Eating too close to sleep, or too far from it, can trigger blood sugar spikes at night, or lead to unstable glucose levels. While you rest, the ideal window is usually between 60 to 90 minutes before bed. This gives your body enough time to begin digestion without causing a sharp insulin response right when you lie down. But here's the hidden insight that most people miss. Your body follows a circadian rhythm that directly impacts insulin sensitivity. At night, your body becomes naturally less efficient at handling glucose. That means even healthy foods, if eaten at the wrong time, can lead to higher levels. This is why many people struggle with how to lower blood sugar overnight, even when they believe they're doing everything right. Another overlooked factor is portion size. Even low glycemic foods before bed can become a problem if consumed in excess. The goal is not to feel full, but to feel stable. A small, balanced portion supports stable blood sugar at night, while a large portion can overload your system and disrupt your metabolism. This is one of those subtle habits that separates people who wake up with controlled glucose levels from those who don't. If you want to lower blood sugar overnight naturally, you need to align not just what you eat, but when and how much. Mastering this timing creates a powerful advantage, helping your body stay balanced through the night and reducing the impact of the dawn phenomenon, diabetes effect, without relying on extreme measures. Now, bringing everything together, there is one final habit that can amplify all the results you've seen so far, and almost no one connects it to blood sugar at night. What you do in the last 10 minutes before sleep can directly influence your nighttime glucose control. This is where most people unknowingly sabotage their efforts. Exposure to screens, stress, or even overthinking can trigger cortisol release. And cortisol is one of the hormones that can raise blood sugar levels, even if you followed the perfect diet. So if your goal is to lower blood sugar overnight naturally, you need to protect your pre-sleep state just as much as your food choices. A simple routine like dimming the lights, avoiding screens, and practicing slow breathing can help your body shift into a recovery mode. This improves insulin sensitivity and supports stable blood sugar at night. Here's something rarely mentioned. When your nervous system is calm, your body becomes more efficient at managing glucose, reducing the chances of blood sugar spikes at night. Combine this with the right bedtime snack for diabetics, proper timing, and balanced portions, and you create a complete system for better overnight results. This is not about a single trick, but about stacking small, powerful habits that work together. If you've made it this far, you're already ahead of most people trying to manage type 2 diabetes or improve their metabolic health. Now it's your turn to take action. Start applying one change tonight and observe the difference. And if you want to keep learning simple strategies like this, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel Health Insight MD. Because this is where people who take control of their health come together.